G'day, welcome to another Cloudy video, and today we're going to be discussing the newest Decisive Strike change. Finally guys, we get a Decisive Strike change. Now Decisive has been in the game since October 2016, and it is literally the most broken perk in the game, or has been. It pretty much gives the survivor a free escape with no negative effect and no counterplay whatsoever. Alrighty, so let's get into the new perk. It says, using whatever is at hand, you stab your aggressor in an ultimate attempt to escape. After being unhooked or unhooking yourself, Decisive Strike will become active and usable for 60 seconds. This is at tier 3 guys, so at tier 1 and tier 2 it'll be 40 seconds and 50 seconds I assume. Now while Decisive Strike is active, when grabbed by the killer, you must hit the skill check, which is as normal except it's a little bit bigger. And the skill check will trigger as you're being picked up, not like slightly after you've been picked up. This meaning that dribbling is now no longer a thing as well. If you successfully hit the skill check, you will stun the killer for 3 seconds. And in doing this, you will now become the new obsession. Yes guys, you heard me right. You will become the obsession. Now this introduces an interesting idea of changing obsessions. If multiple people have DS in the game now, the obsession can change, and also there will be no starting obsession if there's no other obsession perks in the game other than Decisive Strike. So that is pretty much the new perk. I'm gonna go into like a few things, like a few new tactics or new metas that it might change in the game due to the change in the perk, and yeah, let's get into it. So this new perk means that the perk is no longer usable from the start of the match on a first down. This means that a survivor can't just have a really long chase and then get down and instantly DS. They first have to be hooked, which means the killer can gain momentum, and DS isn't like a momentum blocking perk or as game changing as it has been before. Yeah, this pretty much means the perk is now the best anti-tunneling perk in the game, because if the killer hooks you and then as soon as you're unhooked tries to tunnel you and take you down again, then you can use DS. So this is really good guys. This means the perk is no longer broken, but it is just in a really good place for anti-tunneling. Alrighty, in seeing this guys, I think we're going to see Unbreakable a little bit more, because if you might not know or have figured out, but if the killer downs you in that 60 seconds after being unhooked, they can just slug you and then pick you up 30, 40, however many seconds later and not get DS'd. So slugging will become a bigger thing with players that they think might be running DS. So that means Unbreakable might be a good choice for survivors. If they're also running DS, then they can Unbreakable up and then have another time to use DS later on in the match. Going back to the changing obsession, changing obsession, this might cause problems with other obsession perks guys. So let's think about Dying Light. If you kill off your obsession and get that debuff as a killer, the 25% debuff on all the survivors, then someone D-strikes you and your obsession changes, you lose that debuff. Killing the obsession can take you all the way to like 1 or 2 gens left, and then someone DS's you and switch obsession and you lose the debuff. So I think this change might really negatively impact Dying Light, which the perk wasn't really in a great state to begin with. So I'm not sure if that's a good thing, but you guys can have your own thoughts about that and put it in the comments if you want to let me know what you're thinking about Dying Light specifically. Another perk, big one that'll change, is Remember Me. A lot of players, good Freddy players, will play Remember Me, get 6 stacks, and then kill off their obsession before the end of the match, so that he or she can't just open the exit with no like extended time. But with the DS change, if someone D-strikes you at the end of the match after you've killed off your current obsession, then they DS you, they will become the obsession and they can open the door with no debuffs. Or no extended period of time on the doors during, caused by Remember Me. So this is also an interesting one. And I don't know how it's going to play out. We're going to have a look in the PTV and stuff like that. Going on further guys, it brings up the question like, will I now run DS or think about putting it in my perk loadout? Yeah, for sure. Like, it has been meta for a while, but it's been meta because it's been broken and like just so overpowered. But now the perk is just really anti-tunnel, and I think, yeah, I'm a survivor that gets tunneled a lot because the killers are, I don't know, struggling maybe a little bit in chase with me sometimes, so they get frustrated and then just tunnel. or yeah, tunnel and camp and stuff like that. So yeah, DS is going to be really good for me to use, and I won't feel bad anymore for using it because there's so much counterplay like slugging and not tunneling being the biggest one. Alrighty guys, last thing, I think these changes, they've given us in information towards when they will be coming is implemented in the next update and the next PTB. So let's look forward to that, and yeah, I think that's about it for the video guys. I hope this gave you some information and a new view on the new DS. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, leave a like and comment down below. Let me know what you think about the changes, and if you'll be running DS in the upcoming update. Thanks for watching guys, catch you in the next one. Oh, and by the way guys, just want to add one more thing. Decisive 2 is the GOAT. Catch you guys.